I've been doing yoga and dance for all my life, so I'm going to demonstrate a few things. There's a lot of similarities between ballet, which is my base, and yoga. I wish I would have done them both at the same time. I encourage anyone who's doing ballet to do yoga, because ballet, you're always turning out and the focus is, and it's really unnatural and it's bad for your body. But if you do it with yoga, then you kind of balance it out, because yoga is very centering, you're parallel, all the positions are parallel, which will make you stronger because you'll have both the ability to work out and the ability to work in. So I was in the Colorado Ballet. I studied with the Colorado Ballet for like 13 years. I started when I was 5. I really wish I would have had yoga as a dancer, because it would have helped me. Every morning I just have a little routine, and I just do a little twisting back and forth and side to side, which is very similar to port de bras in ballet, where you go over and up and over and up. So it's very similar. And then I do my sun salutations, reach up to the sky, down to the ground, flat back up, jump back in half into a push-up position, go down, up, this is called cobra, and rest and down dog. So that is sun salutation A, which everyone should wake up and do that every morning. Just up, over, up, jump back, down, cobra, and down dog. And down dog is the rest of the day, which is great for runners because it stretches out your back tendons, your Achilles tendons, that's what they're called. I'm going to do some standing poses. So there's another standing pose, which is really good for balance. Reach your front foot out, arm around, and look over your shoulder. Bring your foot back, grab onto your foot, and then reach down, touch your toe, down. And again, you want to do the other foot. You want to be balanced. Reach out. Well, like this is a beginning tree, you know, and then as you get more advanced, then you do the variation where you wrap around. Warrior is good. It's a good beginning. This is a warrior pose. It's good to build strength. Your knee is directly over your toe, because you don't want your knee like that. So that would cause a lot of pressure on your knee. So you want to make sure to open up through your hip and have your knee directly over your toe. That's very important when doing this pose. But just holding this for about 10 breaths is very good for strengthening, balancing, centering. So you want to remember to breathe through your stomach, and when you exhale, do your muliabanga, which is tightening your lower stomach muscles. It's called muliabanga. And then you come to the other side. You just come up, put this foot in, turn this foot out. And Again, be sure that your knee is directly over your toe. This leg is strong and straight in the back. Don't kind of let this one. That's a common problem. You just let this one relax. You know, you're focused on bending this knee and keeping the toe and the knee aligned, and you forget about your back leg. You want to straighten your back leg, keep it strong, and straighten the back. And hold for, again, about 10 breaths. Just focusing on your breathing, on your Mula Bandha, which is on your exhale, contracting your lower abdominal muscles. And back, and we can go take that one step further, jump back again into warrior. And reach over, and do the triangle pose. And then you slowly straighten out your leg. And as you can see, you're in a triangle. And come back up and do the other side. So we start out in our warrior. And bending our front knee, reaching over until our hand comes down and touches our foot and the other hand goes straight up. If you feel comfortable, you can always take your hand over your head. Back up and reach up to standing triangle. You don't want to, common problem is to let go of your center and crunch down. You want to be reaching up, pulling up, and not sinking into your hip. Okay, another one of the standing poses is called the flamingo, which isn't the Indian term, but we'll just call it the flamingo. So that is a standing on one leg, reaching down, which is also very similar to an Aerobics in ballet. So the flamingo, you stand on one leg, reach down, you want to drop in your hip, and just find a focus on the ground and meditate on that focus, meditate on that point. Because if your eyes are going everywhere, then it's hard to balance. So if you just focus on a spot on the ground, it's much easier to gain your balance. And then of course with your other foot, you know, every morning I recommend that you just get up, clasp your hands behind your back, bend your knees a little bit, and then just let your hands fall over your head. And just hold that for about 10 breaths. I recommend you do that every morning before you even attempt to do anything else. And also if you stretch out your shoulders by pulling your arm across your chest, pushing on your elbow, you'll feel the pull right through here. Pull, and then reach it over your head and clasp hands back. Now you might need a strap or a towel if you roll up a towel and you can't quite reach it, then you have the towel to hold on to. And then pretty soon you grab your hands. So I usually stay like this for about 5 breaths. And then I bend my knees slightly and then just go down. And roll back up. And then again with the other arm, reaching across, pulling your shoulder back behind, and back on. Now this is a great stretch for all up through here, for when your shoulders are tired and tense. It's really good to relieve the toxins by stretching them out and releasing all those tense muscles. And again, just bend your knees slightly, and on your exhale, big inhale, then exhale over. And inhale up. Now even if you can only go down like to here, just hold that for 10 breaths, because every day you do that, you're going to be going down a little bit further, even if you don't notice it the first month. But if you do it every day, pretty soon, you're going to be touching your toes. Let's see, what else? So our next exercise is so simple that even my 3-year-old can do it. It's just, although 3-year-olds have a bit of an advantage over adults because they're born flexible. We lose our flexibility as we get older. So you have to regain that by just doing it on a daily basis. So I recommend that everybody, when they wake up in the morning, just reach up and stretch down and touch your toes. You want to think of your back being flat and your stomach being on your legs. So as you can see, yoga is really good for the whole family. And if you just do a little bit every day, your flexibility will increase. So thank you very much and have a great day. I'm Christina Balres.